Ashwati, കഴിഞ്ഞ ക്ലാസ്സിൽ ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്ത അൽഗോരിതം മനസ്സിലായിരുന്നോ?
മനസ്സിലായില്ലേ?
ഓക്കെ, മൈക്ക് ഓക്കെ. അപ്പോൾ ഓക്കെ ഓക്കെ okay. Today in this class also I am discussing the same algorithm, and somewhat complex. Sometimes it will take some more time to understand. Okay. So this is the algorithm. So in the previous class we discussed the basic concept. Okay, one more time I am repeating the same for standing. Okay, so I will ask questions to you. Okay, I will ask you and please reply. Okay. Okay, starting from Fajar. Fajar, please reply. Fajar. Fajar. Okay. So this is your algorithm, and what should be your first step? Fajar, what should be your first step? So Fajar, please reply. Fajar. Okay, we want to initialize the variables. Which are the variables? Which variables we want to initialize? Fajar. G and P. There are two variables, G and P. We want to initialize that variable, and P is initially empty. And what about G? G is contains general concept. Okay, most general concept means what is its meaning? Fajar, what is the meaning of most general concept? It consists of the variables only. Okay, it consists of the variables only. Anyway, we test that at first. Okay, we initialized it, and then this is the situation. Okay, and the G contains the most general specialization or most general hypothesis x comma y comma z. Okay. Then P is empty. Then what is the next step? What is the next step? Ashwati, what is the next step, Ashwati? Ashwati, please reply. Okay. Ashwati, Abhinav left time. Anusri, I'm trying to make it as an interactive session. Okay, then you can easily understand. Okay. While discussing algorithm, that's best. Okay. So anyway, Ashwati told the next step is okay, I will show here. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, next also this is a university exam question. Okay, this problem asks university exams. That's why I'm giving more importance to this problem. Then a negative instance is given to you. Okay, this is the negative instance. In the exam they may give some other example. Anyway, this is a negative instance is given. So if it is a negative instance, what should be your step? Ashwati, mic on ആക്കിയിട്ട് സംസാരിക്കും. Okay, Ashwati.
Most
If it is a
general
negative instance, okay, just we want to, if it is a negative instance, we want to compare, we will try to match the negative instance with the concept in the object, concept in G. Okay, it is a most general concept. Okay, so it is matched. How we checked that concept? That is, this is small red brick. Okay, this is compared with x, y, z. Okay, x can take the value small, large. Okay, so it is okay. Okay, here, and this is small, and x can take the value small or large. It matches. Okay, similarly, red, here y. Okay, y is a variable, it indicates the value red, blue, white, so it matches. Okay, then this is brick, this is z can take the value brick, ball, cube. Okay, so here brick, so it matches. So in this way we will check an example matches with the concept object hypothesis or not. Anyway, in that way we checked and find out that this is matched. Okay, this matched. Then what should be your next action, Harita? What should be your next action? If a negative example is matched with a hypothesis in G, then what should be your next step? Shabna, what should be your next step? Shabna, mic on ആക്കിയിട്ട് സംസാരിക്കുക. Shabna. നിങ്ങളുടെ അടുത്ത സ്റ്റെപ്പ് എന്തായിരിക്കും? ഷബ്ന, വിഷ്ണു പറഞ്ഞ നിങ്ങൾ റെസ്പോണ്ട് ചെയ്യും. ഓക്കെ, ഷബ്ന റെസ്പോണ്ട് ചെയ്തേ.
ഹലോ,
ഷബ്ന റെസ്പോണ്ട്. ഓക്കെ ഷബ്ന, നെക്സ്റ്റ് സ്റ്റെപ്പ് എന്താണ്? വാട്ട് ഈസ് യുവർ നെക്സ്റ്റ് സ്റ്റെപ്പ്?
നെഗറ്റീവ് ഇൻസ്റ്റൻസിലാണോ?
അതായത് ഈ നെഗറ്റീവ് ഇൻസ്റ്റൻസ് ഇതുമായിട്ട് മാച്ച് ആയി. ഓക്കെ, മാച്ച് ആയി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നെക്സ്റ്റ് എന്താണ് നിങ്ങൾ ചെയ്യുക?
റീപ്ലേസ് ചെയ്യല്ലേ വേണ്ടേ?
നെക്സ്റ്റ് എന്ത് ചെയ്യണം?
റീപ്ലേസ് ചെയ്യണം.
അതായത് ഇതില് കുറച്ച് റീപ്ലേസ്, ജിയിലെ ഹൈപ്പോത്തിസിസിനെ റീപ്ലേസ് ചെയ്യണം. കുറച്ച് കണ്ടീഷൻസ് ഉണ്ട്. ഓക്കെ, അതായത് നമ്മള് ജിയിലെ റീപ്ലേസ് ചെയ്യണമെങ്കിൽ എന്ത് ചെയ്യണം? G with its most general specialization that do not match. അതാണ് ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്. അപ്പൊ ഇവിടെ ഞാൻ ഇതിന്റെ എക്സാമ്പിൾ കാണിച്ചു തരാം. ഓക്കെ, ദിസ് ഇസ് ദ സിറ്റുവേഷൻ. ഓക്കെ, it will be easy for your understanding. Okay, so this okay, here this is our negative example and it is matched with this. Okay, so next our step is, what should be our next step? Is matched. Okay, this is tick. Okay, this is matched. If there is no match, there is no problem. Okay, this is matched. Then we want to do this step, that is, we want to find out the most general specialization of O of object of x comma y comma z. Okay, okay, so how can find out the most general specialization of object of x comma y comma z? What is the method? How can find the most general specialization of object of x comma y comma z? So you can observe these are the most general specialization of object of x comma y comma z. Okay, how it is created? That is, we want to, you can observe here. Okay, first we are replacing x. Okay, we are replacing x. That is, we are replacing a variable, a single variable with its values. That's the concept of generalization. Okay, here first we are replacing x with, observe here, you can note here. Okay, this one. That is what we have done here. We replaced x with large and small, keeping y and z as constant. Okay, keeping y and z as constant. Okay, I hope you got the idea clearly. Okay, then this is one generalization. Okay, okay, then next we take this variable y. We give value to y, keeping x and z. So you can observe here white, red, blue. Okay, white, red, blue. That is, next we given values to y, keeping x and z constant. Okay, then you got this. Okay, then you got okay. Okay, next what we will do? Shabna ഒന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു പെട്ടെന്ന്. Next what we will do? We will give values to set. Okay, set will take the value ball, brick and cube. Okay, then keeping x and y. Okay, then we will get these three also. So the most general specializations of this one, object of x comma y comma z. I hope you got the idea how to create the most general specialization of a concept. Okay, so this is very, very important because we want to discuss three algorithms. Okay, so it's very important. Okay, so how can find out the most general specialization? In the next algorithm you want to study most general some other concept. Okay, anyway, so this is the method. Then what should be our next step? Shabna ഒന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ മോസ്റ്റ് ജനറൽ സ്പെഷ്യലൈസേഷൻ കണ്ടുപിടിക്കുന്ന കൺസെപ്റ്റ് മനസ്സിലായോ ഷബ്ന?
ഹലോ സർ,
പ്ലീസ് റെസ്പോണ്ട്. മനസ്സിലായോ ഷബ്ന?
മനസ്സിലായി.
ഓക്കെ, then what is our next step? We want to delete some generalizations from this generalization. Okay, basically we got how many generalizations? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. There are 8 generalizations, but we want to delete some generalization. Okay, we want to delete some generalization. Okay. For example, that is, we want to execute this also. Delete from G all hypothesis. Okay. Before that, you can note here. I given cross mark. Okay. You can note here. This is crossed. Okay. Why it is crossed? I deleted this from G. Why? Because this one, we can go to the algorithm. What the algorithm saying is that replace with its most general specialization that do not match. Okay, that do not match. Additionally, there is another condition also there. Replace G with its most general specialization that do not match. Okay, so here you can take this example. Okay, this one. Here, this generalization is small comma y comma z. Okay, small comma y comma z. Small comma y comma z. Here this is small comma y comma z, and the other algorithm saying is that replace G with its most general specialization that do not match N. So what we want to do? We want to find the matching ones. Okay. That is, we want to find matching generalizations. Okay. From these generalization, I want to find the matching generalization. Which are the matching generalization in it? Small y comma z. This is matched with this one. Okay. This is small red brick. This one is small y comma z. This is matched. Now you can observe this one. This is x y comma brick. This is matched with the small comma red comma brick. This also matched. Okay, also matched. Next, I want to take this case. Okay, x comma red comma z. This also matched. Okay, this also matched with the negative example. Then I delete these matched ones. Okay, I don't want to consider this. That is the algorithm. Okay, what the algorithm saying is that replace G with its most general specialization that do not match it. Okay, here that means we don't want to consider matched cases. Okay, so we want to delete. We don't want to consider these three cases. Okay, so this is the step. So, try to understand the meaning of this sentence. Okay. Okay, I hope you got the idea. Okay, Shabna, did you got the idea? Shabna,
Hello, sir. Hello?
did you got the idea? Shabna, did you got the idea?
കുറച്ച് മനസ്സിലായി.
That is, we don't want to consider the matched cases. That is, here these three cases is matched with our negative example. So we don't want to consider that cases. Okay. the algorithm saying. So after doing this, we will get G like this. Now G is like this. Okay. Next step in algorithm. So this step is executed. This step is somewhat confusing and complicated. So this step is executed. Next, we want to execute this step. Delete from G all hypotheses more specific than some other hypothesis in G. This is another step. So now this is our G. Okay. Now this is our G. That is, it consists of 5 hypotheses only. Okay. It consists of 5 hypotheses only. Okay. Initially, there are 8 hypotheses, but the matched hypotheses are not considered. So here we need to consider only 5. So next, what we want to do? Next, here does not exist any hypothesis more specific than other. Next, we want to execute this step. Delete from G all hypotheses more specific than some other hypothesis in G. This step we want to execute. And here, this is the situation. Here does not exist hypothesis more specific than other. Okay. Then next step is this one. Last is another delete. Delete from G all hypotheses that match some positive example in P. This is the next step I want to execute on this. So here P is equal to initially empty. So we don't want to execute that step also. Okay. So after doing one iteration, we will get G like this. Okay. This is our G. After doing one iteration, we will get G or set of this is like this. Okay. This will be our hypothesis. Okay. Then, okay. So this is our hypothesis space G. Okay. It consists of 5 hypotheses only. 5 hypotheses only. Then a positive example is given. Ashwati, what you will do if a positive example is given to you? It is a simple case. Ashwati, now a positive example is given. What you will do? Ashwati, ഒരു പോസിറ്റീവ് എക്സാമ്പിൾ തന്നാൽ അതായത് മാച്ച് delete from G all hypothesis that fail to match P എന്നാ പറയുന്നത് അല്ലേ? What is this mean? അതായത് P യുമായിട്ട് മാച്ച് ചെയ്യാത്തത് എന്ത് ചെയ്യണം? G ന്ന് ഡിലീറ്റ് ചെയ്ത് കളയണം. That is its meaning. So deleted some hypothesis. For example, here we deleted which are the hypotheses we deleted? We deleted 2 hypotheses that does not match with P. Okay, you can observe here. Basically, there are 5 hypotheses here, of which 2 hypotheses does not match with the positive example. Those are deleted from. Now it is 3 only. Okay, now 3 hypotheses are only here. Okay, that is the concept. That is a simple case. Okay, now here 3 hypotheses are there. Okay, next negative example is coming. So what we want to do? Again, a negative example is coming. Okay. So negative example is coming. Then this is the procedure. Okay. So this is the negative example. Okay, this is the negative example, and negative example should be compared with our hypothesis. Okay, basically this is one hypothesis in our set now. Object of large comma y comma set. You can observe here this one. This one, object of large comma y comma set. This is one hypothesis. Okay. Then what I will do, I will compare this negative with this one. Okay, it is matched. Then since it is matched, what I will do, I will try to generate the most general specializations. Okay, most general specialization. Most general specialization of this one. Okay. Okay. I will try to generate the most general specialization of this one. So how it is possible? I will replace Vishnu Varne. Vishnu. Most general specializations എങ്ങനെയാണ് കണ്ടുപിടിക്കുക? ഇതാണ് ഹൈപ്പോത്തിസിസ്. ഈ ഒരു ഹൈപ്പോത്തിസിന്റെ മോസ്റ്റ് ജനറൽ സ്പെഷ്യൽസ് ഏതൊക്കെയാ വരിക? വിഷ്ണു മാച്ച് ആവാത്തതല്ല വിഷ്ണു. മോസ്റ്റ് ജനറൽ സ്പെഷ്യലൈസേഷൻസ് എങ്ങനെയാ കണ്ടുപിടിക്കുക? I want to find the most general specializations at first. എന്ത് ചെയ്യും? ഇതിലെ y എന്ന വേരിയബിള് കൊടുക്കും, വാല്യൂസ് കൊടുക്കും. അതായത് ഇതാണ് നമ്മുടെ കൺസിഡർ ചെയ്യുന്ന ഹൈപ്പോത്തിസിസ്. അതില് രണ്ട് വേരിയബിൾസ് ഉണ്ട്, y സെറ്റ്. അപ്പൊ y-ന് ഞാൻ എന്ത് കൊടുക്കുന്നു? വാല്യൂസ് കൊടുക്കുന്നു. ഇവിടെ കണ്ടോ, y-ന് വൈറ്റ് കൊടുത്തു, റെഡ്, ബ്ലൂ. Then you will get 3 hypotheses, keeping set constant. Set is constant here. Okay. Then similarly, what we will do, keeping y constant. Keeping y constant, we will give value to set. Set will take ball, brick, cube. Then we will get 3. There are total 6. You can observe here. 6 hypotheses are generated. Then what we will do, Vishnu? Out of these 6, which are the matching ones with the negative example? Vishnu, which are the matching ones with the negative example? Which are the matching examples, matching hypothesis? I just marked here. Just you want to say this one. Okay, this one you can check it. Okay, large comma y comma cube. This is large comma blue comma cube. Basically blue is this is y. Y can take the value blue or other colors, so it is match. Okay, similarly this is another one. Okay, this is another one. So we don't want to consider these two. Okay, these two, that is we want to replace this one, this with, we want to replace this one with these 4 generalization. These are the 4 generalization. Okay, these 4 only we want to consider. This is matched, so we don't want to consider this. Okay, then what we will do? So we get a hypothesis space in this way. Okay, that is, we replaced object of large comma y comma z with these four generalizations. Then what we will do? We try to compare this negative example with the other two generalization, other two concept. For example, you can observe here. Then I taken this one. This is another hypothesis. Okay, so what I had done, I tried to compare this with this one, but it is not matching. So here it is not matching. So we don't want to find the generalization. Then we want to take another, this one. Okay, then we will take this one. Then we will compare this with this one. Okay, but fortunately this also not matched. Okay, so then finally we will get our G like this. Okay, we will get the G like this. So you can observe in the G, these four are basically, these four comes from here. Okay, comes from here, and these two, these are the hypothesis not matched, but we want to keep them here. Okay, you can observe here, this is here, this also here. That is, we keep this here. Okay, this one I kept here. Similarly, I kept it here. In that way, we created the hypothesis space. Okay. Okay. Just observe here. Harida ഒന്ന് റെസ്പോണ്ട് ചെയ്ത്. Harida ഒന്ന് റെസ്പോണ്ട് ചെയ്ത് പെട്ടെന്ന്. ഹരിത ഒന്ന് മൈക്ക് ഓൺ ആക്കി റെസ്പോണ്ട് ചെയ്ത് ഹരിത. ഇതില് ഇതെങ്ങനെയാണ് ഈ വേർഷൻ സ്പേസ് വന്നതെന്ന് മനസ്സിലായോ? അതായത് ഇവിടെ നിങ്ങൾ നോക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ ഇതിന്റെ ഫസ്റ്റ് പാർട്ടില് നോക്കാം. ഇതെന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ ഇവിടുന്ന് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് 4 ഹൈപ്പോത്തിസിസ്, 4 ഹൈപ്പോത്തിസിസ് ഇത് കിട്ടും. അതിന്റെ കൂടെ എന്തുണ്ട്? ഇതുണ്ട് 1 2 3 4. അഡീഷണൽ ആയിട്ട് എന്തുണ്ട്? നിങ്ങൾ ഇവിടെ മാച്ച് ചെയ്യാത്ത എക്സാമ്പിൾസ് ഉണ്ടല്ലോ, മാച്ച് ചെയ്യാത്ത ഹൈപ്പോസിസ് എന്ത് ചെയ്യണോട്ട് വരും. ഓക്കെ, അതാണ് കൺസെപ്റ്റ്. അപ്പൊ ഇത് ഇവിടെ വന്നിട്ടുണ്ട്. This one will come here, and additionally this one also comes in G. Okay, other 4 are here. Okay, 4 comes from here, and these are the so anyway, we got a version space G like this. Next we want to execute this step. Delete from G all hypotheses more specific than some other hypothesis in G. Another step is this. You can note, you can the algorithm. This is your algorithm. Here this step, delete step. Okay. We give this step again. This step. Then what we want, delete from G all hypotheses more specific than some other hypothesis. Okay, that is, here I said in this way, you can observe object of large comma y comma board. അതായത് നമ്മൾ എന്ത് ചെയ്യും, ഈ വേർഷൻ സ്പേസിന്റെ ഉള്ളിലെ തന്നെ കമ്പയർ. ഓക്കെ, അതായത് ഈ വേർഷൻ സ്പേസിന്റെ ഉള്ളിലെ ഒബ്ജക്റ്റുകൾ തന്നെ കമ്പയർ ചെയ്യും. എന്നിട്ട് എന്ത് ചെയ്യും, അതിൽ മോർ സ്പെസിഫിക് ആയത് ഡിലീറ്റ് ചെയ്യും. അതായത് ഇവിടെ ചെയ്താൽ മനസ്സിലാവും, ഒബ്ജക്റ്റ് ഓഫ് ലാർജ് കോമ ബോൾ, ഒബ്ജക്റ്റ് ഓഫ് ലാർജ് വൈ ബോൾ, object of large y board. You can observe here. This is compared with this one. You can note here x y board. X y board. Here, which is more specific? Which is specific? This one is large y ball is specific. അതായത് ഇവിടെ നിങ്ങൾ ഒബ്സർവ് ചെയ്യുക, ഇവിടെ എക്സ് വൈ ബോൾ ആണ്. എക്സ് എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ വേരിയബിൾ ആണ്, വൈ എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ വേരിയബിൾ ആണ്. ഇവിടെ എക്സിന് വാല്യൂ ഉണ്ട് അല്ലെ, ലാർജ് എന്നൊരു വാല്യൂ കൊടുത്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. അപ്പൊ ഇത് മോർ സ്പെസിഫിക് ദാൻ ദിസ് വൺ ആണ്. ഓക്കെ, സോ we want to delete this one also. Okay, object of large y ball is more specific than object x y ball, so this should be deleted. Similarly, you can observe object of large white z. Okay, large white z, this one is more specific than this one, x y z. This is also compared. This is specific, so this also should be deleted. This also should be deleted. Then after deletion, we want to perform another deletion. Delete from G all hypotheses that fails to match some positive example in G. So now this is our positive example set P, because previously we given this P. Okay, this is added to P. This positive example is added to P. So now P is here. Then we will try to match with the hypothesis in G with P. Here, large red z is not matched with this one. Similarly, large y brick. Large y brick. This is our space our considering. From this space, these two are not matching. So we should delete them. Then finally we will get G this only. Okay, there are only two hypotheses after performing next iteration. So basically we started from here, then performed one iteration, then we got this space. Then again other iteration started, we ended with this G. Then what is the next step? Okay, then the last step is, you can observe here. Okay, this is actually wrong, this is not needed here. Now we given a negative example. This is our space, it consists of only two hypotheses. Then a positive example is given. Then a positive example is given, then what we want to do? അതായത് മാച്ച് ചെയ്യാത്തത് ഡിലീറ്റ് ചെയ്ത് കളയാം. അപ്പൊ ഇവിടെ മാച്ച് ചെയ്യാത്തത് ഏതാണ്? ഈ രണ്ടെന്ന്, സ്മോള് ബ്ലൂ ബോള് എക്സ് വൈ ബോൾ മാച്ച് ആവും, വൈറ്റ് എക്സ് വൈറ്റ് സെറ്റ് മാച്ച് ആവില്ല. സോ വി ഡിലീറ്റഡ് ദിസ് വൺ. Then finally we will get this one only. Okay, so this is the final hypothesis or solution. So this is the working of a general to specific search algorithm. please try this problem by yourself. Okay. Okay. Anyway, thank you. Okay, please give your attendance in the chat box. Abhilash. Next. Okay, next Abhilash. Abhinav present ആണോ? Okay, Abhinav Ansab. Next. Anusri. Okay. Arjun. Okay. Ashwin P. Okay. Adul Dinesh. Adul Satyabar. Okay. Fabina. Fabina absent. Fabina Fajar. Fabina absent mark ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്. Fajar. Jasim Harris. Okay. Next. Mridula absent. Mridula absent ഇടുന്നുണ്ട്. Fabina Mridula absent. Next. Muhammad Jasil. Okay. Next. Attendance chat box ഇലിട്ടെ 1 by 1 ആയിട്ട്. മുഹമ്മദ് ജാസിൽ നെക്സ്റ്റ് ആരാണ്? Chat box ഇലിട്ടെ attendance.